And welcome to the Loveland Report and the Lone Ranger Show. I am Cleve, Loveland, Central Florida's voice of real estate, alongside Bruce Woodburn, the Lone Ranger. We are giving you all of your real estate and mortgage news every weekend here on WDBO, and we're going to update you on what's going to happen in 2022, what's real, what's not fake news. I think the big news this year, Bruce, I'm surprised inventory is still so low, because prices were going up so quickly.
Well, they can't get material. I had a meeting with Hanover
Builders,
Family Builders. Yeah. I had a meeting with an Arthur Ruttenberg builder, and their dilemma is the delivery of materials, but also it's their prices of products are a moving target. It's like, you know, it's like when if you're watching the market, like I watch interest rates all day long, right?
Yeah.
And I can see the movement, whether things are swaying to go up or going down.
Yeah.
But they're watching lumber prices, so they're watching them like it's like.
Well, it's hard for them to make a profit if they don't know what that price will be in 8 months when the house is done.
Well, and it swings like by 12%.
Oh,
well, 12% on a $500,000 house.
Yeah,
is
$100,000 worth of lumber.
It's $100,000.
Yeah.
Well, $1 million is $100,000, right?
Yeah.
So it's a moving target for them. So,
but
they are all building in escalation clauses into that now.
I thought we would have more inventory, and I'm a snapshot. Like, I'm a piece of the pie in Central Florida. I list all over Central Florida. If you can hear my voice, one of those houses on your street, I probably helped sell it or buy it. But I have not gotten a lot of listings. I'm getting a good supply of listings, but I'm not getting that rush. Like January is usually, sometimes there's a rush. But I thought, I think people are kind of cautious. I'm not getting as many offers on homes, but
I can tell you one.
I get 3 to 10 instead of 20 to 30.
Well, I think there's a reason for that.
High prices.
Well, I think it's even if you think about it, what has everybody been dealing with in the last month? COVID.
Oh yeah.
Everybody I know knows somebody that has COVID. It used to be we're like, yeah, I knew somebody that got it.
Yeah.
Now it's like, well, I got like 9 people out of my office right now with COVID.
Yeah.
Now, fortunately, I do believe it's the Omicron version, which is they don't tell you when you get tested.
And there are fewer people out looking right now.
But it's the flu, and I'm talking to folks that say, hey, look, I just don't want people tromping through my house right now. So I think once we're through this little wave of it, then I think things will start.
And the inventory, literally inventory, this is what tells us whether we're in a seller's market or a buyer's market. We've been in a seller's market in Central Florida probably for 10 years. The market right now is only about a 3-week supply of homes. I thought that would have eased up to 4 or 5 weeks supply, but the price is going up so fast. This is what I'm seeing though. Believe it or not, even in this market with everybody getting multiple offers, there's still people that don't call me first, and they end up getting the
shame on them.
They don't stage right. They don't get marketed right, and they don't know any better. People don't sell a house every day like I do, and I'm seeing listings expire. So 10% of the market every month, people have been on the market for 60, 90 days or longer, and they're giving up. They're going, what the heck? I hear all this stuff about how real estate's great, and they didn't sell. And usually it's a very simple fix, and it's not always price.
No, it's not always price. It could be staging the house.
You've got to be,
It could be something minor, just about maybe decluttering, or they loved the gold wall, but maybe the gold wall isn't really good for resale right now. You want to know what a simple way to do that, and I've heard you say this before, go in and look at a builder model, make your house look more like the builder model.
Exactly.
You don't need to spend $300,000.
They spend millions on focus groups to tell them what's a house supposed to look like.
So all you got to do is walk into their community and go, well, it looks like everything's gray and off-white right now.
I think we're going to have we're going to have a seller's market this year in Central Florida. I think prices, they probably won't jump up 20% like they did for most homes on our average price or our median price. I think they'll go up 10 to 15. It kind of depends on location. But what do you see for interest rates the next couple of months?
Well, so let's talk about that, because, one of the things we promise our listening audience is we are not fake news here, right? We are the real deal. And I hear these commercials on TV and on the radio right now. They're blasting people, and I think a lot of it is misinformation, and it's a sales pitch. So I'm in the business of doing mortgages, but I'm not in the business of misleading a client. I want you to know the real deal. So I have been telling everybody for the last 6 months that interest rates are going to go up in 2022. Well, we already know they are, because they already are. Okay. So matter of fact, last week we lost 116 basis points in the bond market. Uh-huh. Now, let's just put this in perspective for the average person, because they don't know how to equate that to a dollar. 116 basis points costs you 1.6 points on your mortgage. So if you had a $100,000 mortgage, it just cost you $116 more dollars. If you had a $200,000 mortgage, it cost you $2,100, and $300, it cost you $3,600.
Yeah.
So you have to put that in perspective. Now, people say, well, I don't want to pay points. Well, of course, you don't want to pay points. You don't want to pay points. You don't have to. But then your interest rate just went from 3 to 3.25 or 3.5.
So are we still low threes?
Well, I locked a jumbo in this week at 3.125, where it was 3.75 just 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I'm seeing conventionals in the 3.25, depending on credit scores, up as high as 3.8. But we will see in the 4s here in the next few weeks. So there's a couple of, and listen, you and I oftentimes will run across somebody and they'll go, Cleve, I'm just going to hold off on buying because I think the market's going to crash. Okay. Here's the reasons it's not going to crash. Interest rates are going to go up for sure. The Fed is tightening. The only way to curb inflation, and we're seeing crazy inflation right now. And if you go back and you look at the Carter years, guess what? We're looking a lot like the Carter years, not 18%. But the only way to curb inflation is to raise interest rates. So the government has to raise interest rates. Powell is telling he's going to give us 3 rate hikes, and possibly in the first quarter. We know one's coming right off the bat. It's probably going to be a quarter or a half a point raise to the Fed rate almost immediately at the next Fed meeting. I don't have that meeting in front of me right now.
It's coming up.
But it'll be up.
But still, these things, they're affordable. And so real quick, Bruce, your number.
So 407 250-9144, 407-250-9144, or WeBringYouHome.com. That's WeBringYouHome.com. But and your number, Cleve?
407-352-8118, because you've got a goal this year of helping a lot of first-time
So
homebuyers.
I do, and this is something we can all participate in, guys. I can't do it on my own without you. I rely on my loyal clients out there to help me. My goal this year is to help 50 first-time home buyers per month. That's 600 per year. That's a big, lofty goal for just first-time home buyers. Okay? Now, I can't do that on my own. Okay? I don't know enough people, but you do. All of my listeners out there know somebody that's renting right now. So I just want to put this in perspective. How much do you think rents would cost you right now, Cleve, on a 3-2 home?
There, at least, I mean, if you want to be in a good school area and a decent house, you're in the 1800 range, 1900.
You're $1,800 to $2,300. That's where a 3-2 is going to run you right now in a good school area. Do you know how much your payment would be, including taxes, insurance, and mortgage insurance, with only 3.5% down on an FHA loan at $325,000 purchase?
16?
$2,300.
Oh, $2,300. Okay.
$2,300, including taxes, insurance,
everything. Yeah,
everything. The only thing I didn't include in that would be an HOA fee. $2,300. So you're not that much different to own a home. But here's the thing: if interest rates go up a half a point, that's $200 a month more for your payment. If a house goes up by $50,000, that's $200 more a month for your payment. So they're likely going to do both. They're going to go up 50 and they're going to go up a half a point. So now you're $400 a month for the same house. Why not get into something right now? We can help them. 407-250-9144. Write my phone number down. 407-250-9144. Or call Cleve. We'll connect you. We'll help you. We'll negotiate closing costs. If you're in law enforcement, first responder, or educator, you get discounts off closing costs when you use Cleve and I. We will help you with the home program, whatever it takes to help you become a homeowner.
Well, I've been doing this.
Renting.
You've been in 35 years. I've been in 30 years.
33, my friend.
33? Okay,
33.
trying to age you there. But I've never met a rich renter.
It doesn't happen.
And I've never had somebody call me a year after they bought a house from me going, this house sucks. I want you to buy it back.
No.
I've never had that happen in my 30 years. And it's like, that is the basis to start building your wealth. You're putting down 4 or 5 months rent to buy a home and own it and no longer have a landlord. You control everything. Your mortgage is set for 30 years. Rents are going up.
Rents are going up. Do you know what? I watched on Fox News the other day. They said that rents in this area went up 20%.
Yeah.
20%.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Now that's probably that's a testament to the growing population too, because everywhere you look, that the new apartments definitely are getting $2,000 a month for a brand new
they're trying to allure you because now they've got
all
the
the features and
gyms
amenities,
and the pools,
the bowling
and
alley, the valet, yes.
Yeah.
But it's funny because I know some people that moved into one of those, and after they sold their house thinking the market was going to crash, they made a great profit on their house, and after about 4 months, they're like, all right, we're breaking our lease, we're out of here.
Yeah.
It's just not for them, and it just, like I said, they said, oh God, if we kept our home, we would have had another $50,000 in our pocket.
Yes, you would.
And we don't own something now, so they're talking to us about Leapfrog.
Yep, fantastic. If you'd like to interview Cleve, if you want to talk to one of the highest skilled and professional real estate agents in the Central Florida market, pick up the phone and give him a call at 407-352-8118. If you have any questions for the loan arranger, Bruce Woodburn, CrossCountry Mortgage, I've been in the business for 33 years. I'm not only one of the highest producing loan officers in Central Florida, but nationally. You can reach me personally. I actually return phone calls, Cleve.
Yep. You've got one of the receptionist thingies, too.
Yeah, I have a receptionist, too. 407-250-9144 or WeBringYouHome.com. That's WeBringYouHome.com. I'm looking to have you, my listeners out there, help me find more people that we can help be first-time homebuyers. Now, you know what happens here, Cleve, is you've got these folks, because our listeners tend to be more mature.
Yep.
Okay, we have a very mature audience,
yep.
Smart audience.
Yep.
Okay, and a lot of them have money. Okay. They may own a couple of houses.
Yep.
They're established. They might even be retiring soon. And you know what they're going to do with their retirement money? They're going to leave it to their grandchildren and children. And if those children are renting right now, they could help them with an early retirement and make sure that that family is in the market. And if they don't help them, you know what I'm afraid is going to happen?
When they get it, they'll do what you say. They're going to buy a George Foreman grill, and they're
Yep.
going to when they
TV.
inherit it, the big screen TV.
Yep.
And,
Boston Whaler boat.
Yep. There you go.
Okay, but here's the thing. They could give that as a gift now and help that family. Here's what I'm afraid is going to happen. Rents are going to continue to go up.
Yep.
And if they go up too much, they're going to be unaffordable for people. And guess where they're moving back into?
Mom and dad's.
Mom and dad or grandma and grandpa's house with their kids and their dogs. I'm going to tell you something. We can help them now. It's the best thing you could do for your family. You're going to know where your money goes. I can show you the legitimate ways that you can give a gift to your family, and Cleve will negotiate closing costs. We'll get you into a $325,000 house. Your down payment's only $11,500.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
So
and they can gift, what is it? I think they can give $15,000 tax free.
They can you can give a gift, and you could give all the gift for a down payment on a house. Okay, I'm not a CPA, so I don't know what tax consequences are, but I've never had anybody come back to me and go, "Oh my God, I have these huge tax consequences." You're not gifting $400,000, right? 407-250-9144 for the loan arranger. That's 407-250-9144 or WeBringYouHome.com. And Cleve, how can they reach you?
407-352-8118 for one of the best real estate teams in Central Florida, or lovelandreport.com.
Yeah, and don't forget, write our number down. You might not need us today, but you're going to need us at some point in the future. And Cleve and I want to be there for you for sure. And Cleve, when somebody is looking to list their home, what's the first thing they need to do?
Give me a call, because I'm going to give them a 50-point staging checklist. We're going to talk about the ins and outs. There's no stress. It's a very simple process. It's not rocket science. Anyway, we'll talk more. Actually, I want to bring me up next segment. I want to talk about,
when we come back, we'll be back in 5 minutes with more of Cleve Loveland, the Loveland Report, and the Loan Arranger radio show. Stay tuned. We'll be back in 5 minutes.